When people hear the name Haojue, it might not instantly ring bells the way big Japanese or European brands do, but here's where things get interesting. Haojue isn't just another Chinese motorcycle manufacturer. It's deeply and officially connected to Suzuki through a long-standing joint venture, and that relationship shapes almost everything about how Haojue bikes are built, how they feel on the road, and why they've earned a reputation for being quietly dependable. Haojue motorcycles are engineered with a very clear philosophy. Reliability first, everyday usability second, and refinement third. This might not sound flashy, but for riders who actually live with their bikes day in and day out, this approach makes a huge difference. Many of Haojue's engines are either Suzuki-derived or developed using Suzuki's engineering standards, which means tolerances are tight, components are well-matched, and long-term durability is a priority rather than an afterthought. These engines are typically air-cooled or oil-cooled single-cylinder units, tuned not for extreme top-end power, but for smooth torque delivery, easy maintenance, and impressive fuel efficiency. On the road, that translates into a riding experience that feels calm and predictable. Throttle response is smooth, clutch engagement is forgiving, and gear shifts are light and precise. Even for newer riders, Haojue bikes feel unintimidating, while experienced riders appreciate how stress-free they are in traffic and on longer commutes. Vibrations are well controlled for the class, especially at cruising speeds, and the engines tend to feel relaxed rather than strained, even after long hours of riding. Design-wise, Haojue takes a clean, conservative, and purposeful approach. You won't usually see overly aggressive styling or wild bodywork, but what you do get is a balanced, mature look that ages well. Panels fit neatly, paint quality is consistent, and details like switchgear, mirrors, and seat materials feel solid and thoughtfully chosen. The ergonomics are clearly designed with real-world riders in mind: upright seating positions, well-padded seats, and handlebar placements that reduce wrist and back fatigue. This makes Haojue bikes especially comfortable for daily commuting and longer rides. The chassis setup is another area where Haojue benefits from Suzuki's influence. Frames are sturdy and well-balanced, offering a stable ride without feeling heavy or sluggish. Suspension tuning leans toward comfort rather than sportiness, soaking up rough roads and uneven surfaces with confidence. This is particularly valuable in regions where road conditions aren't always perfect. Braking systems are practical and dependable, often featuring disc brakes up front and either disc or drum setups at the rear, depending on the model. They may not be track-focused, but braking feel is predictable and confidence-inspiring in everyday riding. One of Haojue's biggest selling points is quality consistency. Unlike many budget-focused manufacturers that vary wildly from model to model, Haojue maintains a surprisingly uniform standard across its lineup. Fasteners, wiring, welds, and engine finishing tend to be neat and durable. Electrical systems are stable, cold starts are reliable, and long-term owners often report minimal issues even after years of use. This consistency is one of the strongest indicators of Suzuki's manufacturing influence behind the scenes. Fuel efficiency is another standout advantage. Haojue motorcycles are designed to sip fuel rather than gulp it, making them extremely economical to run. Combined with large enough fuel tanks for their class, this gives them excellent real-world range, reducing the need for frequent refueling. Maintenance costs are also low, with widely available parts, simple engine layouts, and service intervals that are easy to manage for both workshops and home mechanics. Where Haojue truly shines is trust. These bikes are not trying to impress with outrageous horsepower figures or radical designs. Instead, they aim to be the kind of motorcycle that starts every morning, runs smoothly in all weather, and keeps going year after year with minimal fuss. For commuters, delivery riders, students, and anyone who values dependability over drama, that's a powerful selling point. In essence, Haojue represents a bridge between Japanese engineering discipline and Chinese manufacturing scale. It offers Suzuki-influenced reliability at a more accessible price point, wrapped in practical designs that focus on real-world riding rather than marketing hype. If you're looking for a motorcycle that feels well-built, easy to live with, and engineered with longevity in mind, Haojue quietly makes a very strong case for itself, especially for riders who care more about the ride than the badge on the tank.